So Charlie Kirk, a very polarizing figure. Um, the reason I wanted to do this really quick video is the fact that if you compare this to the alleged Trump shooting, which I think was entirely not only just pre-planned and telegraphed, but is a part of a greater picture that could even be linked to the pantheon of gods, the reason that NASA brandishes the logos of these various gods on each and every mission into space. And then ironical that NASA says that they may have very well found microbial life on Mars, leading up to a lot of the things that are being said about just yesterday. This has been a huge week of this telegraphing disinformation campaign. NASA never a straight answer. That Lockheed, JPL, Lockheed has been identified as the gatekeeper to the backward engineering alien craft, which again, we need to look more toward the pantheon and these so-called angels or gods, and even breaking past biblical perspective, where we know that that is a rate limiting factor as well, that there's a firewall put there that obviously is being occulted information that they don't want us to know about our antiquity, about our true power, about our providence, what we were supposed to be provided with, what was rightfully ours, and who we rightfully are. This is what's being occulted, our true identities. I would say that there's a huge campaign going on here and a long time psyop as to block the information off that we have literally been trafficked and stolen from as individuals. But the reason that I brought up Charlie Kirk is that I could see this leading into a pivot point of immortalizing and canonizing someone who really only lived their lives based on combative capitalistic means and measures and rubbed it in people's faces, isolated them, made them feel like, have you ever watched any of his debates? I mean, they are so syllogistic and simplistic. I have, over the past months, have blocked all of the campaigns thrown in my face. Every time I say, no, I do not want to see this advertisement. Again, his turning point money grab was thrown in my face on social media over and over and over again. I mean, it was to the point of annoyance. And then to see that he's been shot and that now through Truth Social, is that ironical that Trump would be the one that stated his death? In other words, you have this this campaign already being in the cookery that is trying to cook up this concoction of playing victim, that the conservatives are victims to this woke agenda, that the conservatives that are becoming multi-billionaires just by getting on this Trumpism campaign are in fact the antithetical to what they truly are, which is they're playing martyr and victim. So I hope this doesn't lead into what I invariably think they're going to be using on the far right as a pivot point, but I think this is going to be affecting not only weapons, gun laws, and I don't mean from a Bidenistic or Obama perspective. I think that there's going to be a tighter grip and control on who can own guns, and even more so that the rich are going to be seen as those who can own an arsenal of combative gear while the poor are forced to own nothing. And I think this is going to become a huge divide in the coming weeks to months where people are going to start finally standing in revolt, and I think this is a harbinger of the time right now. It's that serious, I think.